Hello, everybody. How are you today? Hello, how you doing? And what are you getting into? My name is Alani S. Brown. I work with women to help them empower, enhance, and execute on the ideas that they have in life and in business. So, who is available tonight? We'll see in just a moment. We will see. We'll see. We will see. Hello, sis. You're just so sweet and so supportive. My little sister has always been like that since she was young, a teenager. She would always be supporting her big sister. Praise the Lord for that. Ain't nothing changed. Oh, God. I'm probably the only one that can get away with saying stuff to her. Because I should say stuff to her, she won't say nothing back to me, even since she been grown. She just listened to me. So, praise God for that. Alrighty, so you guys, today the topic I'm talking about is, do you know where you're going to? And do you like the things that you are creating for you? Do you like the things that you are creating for you? And do you really know where you're going to? And I'm still talking about truth, because sometimes we have diseases in our body as women. We get breast cancer. We get all these things because we don't really express ourselves, and we don't really allow ourselves to feel the emotion of whatever it is we're feeling at that time. And also, hey, Mark, I ain't seen you in a long time. How are you, Mark? And we don't allow ourselves as women to feel the emotions. We also don't allow ourselves to be the truth of who we are. And that causes a lot of complications in our body, our hearts, and our mind. And I was thinking about this young person. I don't know if she's going to be on here tonight, but I call her my little goddaughter. But her name is Chanel over in California. I only got two, Chanel and Charlotte, but Chanel is who I'm talking about tonight. And I noticed that I'm sure when she gets older, she's young. She's not going to have a lot of baggage in her body. She don't wear stuff inside of her body, because if she doesn't like something, don't understand something that you're saying to her, she's not going to create disease in her body. She's just going to explain to you really nicely that this made me feel this way, or this is not something that I can accept. This is not something that I can continue with. This is the behavior that I cannot actually abide with, or this is a behavior that I cannot, and I can really respect that. People don't realize that kind of stuff keeps you from being sick, keeps you from being resentful. It keeps you from being upset, keeps you from being a lot of anger and carrying a lot of emotions in your body. It's being able to express what you feel at the time that you're feeling it in a way that can be articulated, and it's so the person can actually effectively honor the request. And that's very, very important. Now, I noticed that women, a lot of time, I've been talking to women lately, a lot of us having a hard time being the truth of who we are. And that causes us to be sick, causes us to have headaches, causes us to have all these problems, congestions in our heart. We actually have problems in our lungs. I see so many things happening with women. And I know it has to do with the emotions of what we carry with us. The next thing I want to talk about real quickly is sometimes God will give you what you want so you can see that it ain't really nothing. And I'm going to say that 2 more times. Sometimes God will give you what you want, so what you think you want, so you can see it's not nothing. It's really not nothing. A lot of times we make something small into something big. This is a little pebble, and we see it as a mountain. And basically, it's just a little small pebble. It's not anything for us to be concerned about. but we've made it to be a mountain, and we think it's something when it's nothing. And God will give it to you. You say, oh, look at this great big mountain. And you get it. You say, oh, this ain't nothing but a little pebble in my hand. What? I had all these illusions going on, illusions, grandeurs of illusions going on in our minds and our spirit. So I really feel open, really feel led to be talking to women about being the truth who they are, because it's really, really important. I see so many of us with breast cancer, so many of us with problems in our head, so many of us with problems in our body, so many problems in our pancreas, so many of us having problems in our womb. And I know a lot of these issues come from us not being able to express the real truth of what we feel and be the real truth of who we are. And a lot of times we're allowing ourselves to be stifled by maybe somebody else's beliefs. We're allowing ourselves to be stifled maybe behind somebody else's mindset. We're actually trying to adapt ourselves to other people's opinions, or adapt ourselves to other people's way of being, or adapting ourselves to somebody else's emotional hang-up, which really has nothing to do with us. And if we can be powerful enough to know who we are and really be able to articulate what we will and will not accept to other people, that's a power all unto itself. I was talking to a young couple today, which is my goddaughter Chanel and her husband Kamarik, and I called her on the phone and I told her, I said, listen, I said, very few people know what color they like at 16 and 17, let alone what life partner they want to be with. You know, she's with somebody that's older than her and waited for her. She's been with that person since she was a teenager. Every child is with the same person. So he was a young man knowing this is what I want, and he waited. And she was a young woman saying, I always wanted a family. And that's what she does very well. She's a business, but she has a family. And I say, you imagine to know what you want at 17 and then go for it when you're 18, to know who you want to be with at 16 and then go for it. The Bible says be with the wife of your youth, to stay with the same person and to grow and evolve and to stretch one another and to change mind. You know how many times their mindsets must have changed? But they still are true to that one vision. That one vision is family and community. Anybody that come around them is going to feel that love. They're going to feel that family. They're going to feel that community, because that's what they give to other people. They give that love. They give that hope. I was that person feeling really sick in my body when I went to our house and I didn't have to take the medicine. I just, from the love that they gave me, I felt healed, and I did heal in my body. So I want to say this, that being able to express as a woman that this is a boundary that you've crossed, or this is not a word you should say to me, or this is something that didn't resonate with my body when you said that. This did not feel well to me. Most women don't say that to people. We dance around it. We get an attitude. We now speak to them, and next time we talking to them, they don't even know what they said. They don't even know why you're angry with them. And we have all of these issues that we build up in our hearts and our minds because we did not want to express something that did not resonate with us and did not feel good with us. And we was not able to tell that person, hey, you went too far. Or, hey, I didn't like that. That didn't make me feel good. We don't want to hurt other people, so we hurt ourselves in the process. You don't have to hurt anybody by just expressing that this is too far, or that this is a word that does not resonate with me. What did you mean by when you said that? And even if you didn't mean it this way, this is how it felt when you said it, and I cannot deal with that. And that's what Chanel did to me today. She said, this is something that does not resonate with me. And I was like, wow, that's huge. That's huge. Do you know how many women would never do that? Because we don't think it's prime. We don't think it's proper. We don't think it's something we should say. So we wear that in our bodies and we suppress it down. And then we'll be sick and we don't know why. We'll have asthma attacks. We'll have migraines. We got wound problems. We got problems with our cycle, or problems with your back, or problems with arthritis. And all of these things are going on just because you can't express how you're feeling. Just because you can't express that this is not something that I can deal with. And I'm saying this with love in my heart. Women, be the truth of who you are. I notice that so many of you are repressed in the church. I know you are oppressed in the church. I know you are beat down in different groups that you have actually have allowed yourself to assimilate with. You might be around certain professional settings and you feel like you can't say or be or articulate what you're feeling. Do not hurt yourself for the sake of a job or a career or for it to be politically correct. Don't do that. It might be stopping you from getting cancer or a migraine or a stroke or something, because you need to express that this is not right, or that I cannot allow this to happen to me, or this is not something that feels like it resonates with me. Don't you know that you should be able to have the confidence in you stand up and speak for you? Don't you know that it's a reason why God allowed things not to feel right to you? Because those things are not meant for you to receive and to wear and to keep. The next thing I want to go over is being cherished, to be adored, to be loved, to be admired, to be thought highly of. Why do we get in these relationships and we're not the prize? We're not something great. We're not something that's looked at as something to be cherished and loved and protected. Don't you know that affects your physical well-being, your emotional and your spiritual well-being? How can you have the confidence to be the mother or the best career person or whatever it is you need to be for other people when you are not being it for yourself? Women, there's a lot of men out there that will love you and cherish you and keep you and be there for you they'll give their life for you. But you want to be with Tukey from New Jack City. For those of you, that's an old movie. Y'all want to be with the Red Saffron type of guy from Fred Fox or somebody. You want to be with the Joker, from Batman, instead of being with Superman or the Batman or whatever the case may be. I'm just being funny, facetious, but I'm really serious that we've chosen to allow ourselves to abide in situations that are harming our spirit, and it's harming our brain, and it's harming our bodies, and it's harming us, period, and completely. And we don't wonder why we're not the totality of what we should be. We become little fragmented pieces of what could be, just because we don't want to be who God has called us to be. I was asking people, for those of you who please go to my YouTube, I'm looking to build my YouTube channel. It's called Ask Alina. So go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe and click on the bell for the notifications. But go to my YouTube channel and like and subscribe and put on there. But I was asking people, I was texting some of my friends in California, some people I grew up with, and I was expressing what I wanted people to do. And people were responding to me with love and with favor, and I really appreciate it. But I was able to express what I wanted them to do. How many of us don't want to be the truth of who we are as women? We don't want to say to people, this is too much. I don't like this. Or, honey, you made me feel funny. I was talking to a gentleman the other day, and I said, when you say that with the power that you saying it with, and you already a big man, and the force behind your voice in which you spoke to me, it didn't make me feel safe. And the person said to me, I would never express myself in that way to you again. And it just took a load off of me. I was like, wow, how many times have I not said stuff like that to people because I didn't think I was valid it was be valid, or I didn't think I should say it, or I didn't think it would be correct, or I didn't think it would be well received. But even if it's not well received, maybe that's a relationship that you tell somebody that this does not resonate well with you, that this does not feel good being spoken to you in that manner. Maybe if that person doesn't receive it, maybe that's the wrong relationship for you. You know, men don't have no problem walking away from a towback woman. But the woman got a problem walking away from a no good man. And that's something I don't understand. We'll hold on to old Dusty for I don't know how long. And I don't get that. It won't be thriving. It won't be going nowhere. And we know we not going nowhere. We don't like what they say in that movie, Ellen DeFame. She said, if we going nowhere, baby, we might as well be going nowhere fast. That's a song. And it came on when the movie comes on, Streets of Fire. She had a red leather dress on. She said, if we ain't going, William Dafoe played in that movie. She said, if we ain't going nowhere, baby, we might as well be going nowhere fast. And I'm telling you, that's the truth. I remember when I was young, I was in the car with a gentleman, and we were going someplace, and I was in a relationship with one of the gentlemen. He was my boyfriend. And we were driving to do something, and his friend yelled out a derogatory to me. And I pulled over, never forget, I got one block down the road. I said, pulled over to the right. I said, can you please get out of my car? With that type of language, talking to me like that. And so my boyfriend at the time got out the car with him. And I looked at him, I said, you've already made your choice. And then I drove off. So the next day, he came to my house, and I played this song for him. It's Over Now by Luther Vandross. It's over now. And I put that song on over and over and over so we can get the message. It's over. And I think about that. I felt that confidence. Like if you would side with somebody that would speak to me in that manner, and you would get out the vehicle with him, then later on down the road, what's going to keep you from doing the same thing? Because silence is consent. If you didn't speak up for me, you're not going to stand up for me. You're not going to protect me. And you're not going to be there for me. There was no need for me to continue a relationship when you agreed with you aligned with somebody who was against me. Now, how many times we see a brother or a man knowing he not on your side and he not standing with you, but you will side and align with him knowing that he's not aligned with you. He's not going to protect you. He's not going to provide for you. He's not going to maintain any structure of the family that he should be doing because he's not with you. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that you are creating for you? That's what this video is about today. That's what we're talking about on this live. Do you know what you're going to? Do you like the things that you are creating for you? What are you saying to you? What are you doing for you? Who are you? Do you like what you feel? Do you like what you feel when people say certain things to you? Does it resonate with you? Are you able to articulate to somebody that what they said to you should not be said to you? And are you okay with cutting them off if they don't receive it? Or do you know that God has an abundance of people that are willing to stand with you? Do you know that God has an abundance of friends that are willing to be there for you? Do you know that if God gave you that job, he can give you another one? That why would you be on a job that would cause you to lie and to connive to people so you can make a living? I had somebody one time, I was working at a place, and a person said to me, even though this is a treacherous act, you should do it so that you can maintain your family. I said, you mean to tell me I got to rape and pillage of people to take care of mine? I said, you done lost your mind. God will sustain me with the truth. I can live in truth. I cannot sleep at night if I'm writing an insurance policy that I know that the underwriter is not going to accept just for the sake of a commission? Are you out your mind? I walked away. And when I was walking away to walk outside, a recruiter called me just as I was walking away. And I said, hello. She said, Miss Brown, are you able to do so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so? I said, absolutely. She said, can you be there tomorrow? See, God will open the door for you. If you close the door that does not resonate with you, if you close your heart to a man that is not going to love you, if you close yourself to an opportunity that's going to be in a tragedy for somebody else, because we don't have to bring tragedy to other people just to bring gain to ourselves. Let's be the truth of who we are. Just do we like where we're going? Do we like the things that we are creating for us? Do we know it? Do we? Because this is all a pattern that we are setting up. We're setting up we're setting up a consequence or a reward when we do our daily life. How we're showing up is telling our kids how to be. We're telling our kids to be afraid to walk away from something. We're telling our sons that you can abuse a woman because I'm going to stay with a man that's abusing me verbally, physically, financially, and emotionally. I can't be myself and express myself, so it's okay for you to get a woman and stifle her from being who she can be to you, for you, and through you. And it's okay for you to step on your daughter because I'm allowing this man to step on me. That's what you're saying to your children. You're saying to your children, but your attitude that when people are dismissing me and disrespecting me, it's okay for you to go out and disrespect other people because you watch people disrespect your mother and your mother does not speak up for the truth in her. It's okay for you to stifle a woman because your mother was stifled. It's okay for you not to be the best that you can be because your mother wasn't the best that she can be. It's okay for you to accept less because all the women around you are accepting less. So we women, think about it. We're telling these little girls that's growing up, that's looking up to us when we can't express ourselves. We telling them to hold it in so they can have bad back pains and they can have stuff in their wombs, so they can have stuff in their heads and stuff in their lungs and stuff in their joints. We're telling them that you don't matter. Because when they watch their auntie not matter, when they watch their cousin not matter, when they watch their friends not matter, we're telling them that they're not significant by what we do, not what we say. So we tell a young girl to stand up for herself and she watch you, let people walk all over you. She's going to do what you do, not what you say. So just think about all these things. Just think about it. Think about it. I watch some men that say, I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. I be around couples, and I be around some couples and not saying all that, but he's showing that. He's showing up. He going hard for his family. He coming in, he doing this, he doing that. And I see the woman going hard, and they don't have to go around saying, oh, this, I love you, I love you. They showing the children. This is what we do. We come together. We're growing together. We're collaborating. We're changing. We're growing all the time. I know another woman, she been with her husband since she was 19 and she's 60. Same man. Her daughter's married now. You know what her daughter's going to do? She going to stick it out. She going to try to, but she ain't going to stick it out with an old rusty man that ain't about nothing because her daddy was about something. She going to say, wait a minute, you got to provide. My mother was provided for. You got to maintain. My daddy maintained. You got to protect. My daddy protected me. I'm not going to accept anything that I grew up with a dad that loved me. So how you not going to love me? How you not going to be there for me? So I'm not going to accept this. She's telling herself by what she watched her mom do, I don't deserve less than this. I deserve a person that's committed to me. I deserve a person that would die for me. I deserve a person that loves me and feels like I'm the light in their life. They know that by what they see us doing. They know that. And if you didn't see that model before you, you can change. It takes one person to change the course of a generation. It takes one person to turn things around. It takes one person to set a standard. It takes one person to make that. When they said a person couldn't do something in a minute, Jesse Owens, He broke the record, and then it became the standard. Then somebody broke his record. It became a new standard. Then Carl Lewis came and broke everybody's record. Then somebody came and broke Carl Lewis' record. And then Usain Bolt came out and said, hey, I can do this. And Usain Bolt was sick, was messed up in his leg and went back to the Olympics and did it again. Because it takes one person to change the course of a generation. It takes one person to say, I'm not going to put up with that. I'm not going to take that. I deserve better than this. I see my cousin on here. I'm talking about her the other day. I say, you women up there running up and down the street, running up, breaking your back and your head and everything. She's sitting up watching the video like right now, what she doing now. And what her husband do, he go to work. You know, she grew up in a household where her grandfather took care of her grandmother. So just think about this. Whatever you do and you allow to happen to you, people that come behind you are gonna emulate what you do, not what you say. Do you like what you're going to? Do you like the things that you are creating for you? Where are you going? Do you even know? That's what this video is about. Do you know where you're going? Do you have any idea what you are creating for yourself? Are you creating problems of emotions, problems being built up in your body and your heart because you cannot express the truth of who you are? Because you feel like as a woman, you cannot say what needs to be said. You cannot cut off a person when they're not the person for you. You don't have to put up with just any old crazy fool. That you can do better because you deserve better. Because whatever you are allowing, that's what you're creating. And there's going to be a reward or a consequence for everything that you are accepting right here and now. Just think about that. Peace and blessings. Thank you very much.